everybody, it's Pastor John Mark. I just want to share a short devotion with you today about adversity, and the title of it is Into the Storm. I guess growing up in the big city of Fort, South Carolina, as the pastor likes to pick on me so much about, one of the things that was really cool was growing up on a farm. We had cattle, and so that was always cool to kind of when I was younger. When I got older and had to go and bale hay and stuff, it wasn't as cool then. But when I was younger, it was pretty fun to get to ride in the truck and go out to the barns and do all that kind of stuff. It was always pretty cool. And so I remember watching them when I was really young and kind of just worried about them when they're in a storm, when things like that were going on. And I remember how they just kind of huddled together. They just kind of stayed together and kind of rode the storm out, if you will. And I noticed, I guess it's been a couple of months back, an athlete that I follow. He had started his own snack company. It's called Frawning Farms, and he raised buffalo, and he made snacks out of the meat. And of course, he's the fittest man on earth for like the last 5 years or so, and so he knows a little bit about snacks. I'm more the fittest man on earth that eats donuts for snacks. Okay, so there's a big difference in who we are. But anyway, so he starts this company, and so he's selling the buffalo snacks. So I'm just kind of reading up on it and everything, but he has this interesting thought about the buffalo. And the buffalo and cow are very similar. They're related, if you will. But the buffalo go into the storm. In other words, they drive into the storm. When the storm comes, they don't just huddle together and try to ride it out. They drive into the storm. And that's kind of what he was talking about in his message and his vision and his mission statement for his business. And so I started thinking about that when we came up for these devotions, and I just thought how we as Christians, a lot of times when adversity comes, we're more reserved. We tend to sit back and try to ride things out and see how things play out, if you will. But sometimes we need to be a little more aggressive. Sometimes we need to turn and face into the storm and drive into the storm. And the difference is when you ride the storm out, the storm lasts a lot longer because you're not moving. You're just kind of sitting there waiting and taking it as it comes. The buffalo, when they turn and drive into the storm, even though they're facing the storm, it lasts a lot shorter. So as you drive into it and the storm's passing, the amount of time you're exposed to the elements of the storm is less. And so I started thinking about that and just how we as Christians need to learn to face our storms and drive into them. Don't be timid, don't be scared, don't try to ride things out, but face those things. The one thing that he brought up that was really cool was it's the same storm. We all face storms, and you're going to go through storms. Do you want to just sit back and take it, or do you want to drive into the storm and face adversity? Remember, Jesus Christ said in John 16:33, "In the world you will have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world." He's telling us, look, it's going to happen. Things are going to happen. Storms are going to come, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. I have overcome tribulation. I have overcome the storm. So trusting God that He is with you, that you're not facing the storm alone, that you can go through this, that you can make it, that you can face adversity, face it head on, and get through the storm. That's how Jesus did it. He faced the enemy. He faced those that wanted to crucify Him. He faced those storms, and even though they thought He was defeated, He still rose at the end. So make sure when we're going through life, when you're having trouble, when you're facing adversity, don't be scared, don't be timid, but face your storms. Amen. Hope you guys have a great day. Hope you enjoy Reconnect, and we will catch up with you this Sunday.